Goodbye to the extreme fatigue that paralyzes you before you can even fully open your eyes and get out of bed. There you are, in the middle of the cold dawn, with that terrible feeling of weight on your swollen and sore eyelids, with your face completely deformed by the swelling that seems to get worse every day, desperately trying to find the strength to face another endless day of intense muscle and joint pain that doesn't let you sleep properly or rest adequately. During the day, you heroically disguise it with layers of makeup and forced smiles that hurt inside. But inside you are literally dying of deep anguish, feeling the inexplicable and frustrating weight gain even when eating almost nothing or following restrictive diets with total psychological discomfort, constantly wondering if other people can notice how visibly different you are, how your skin is frighteningly dry and flaking in several places, how your hair is falling out in clumps leaving visible bald patches on your scalp. The overwhelming low self-esteem due to uncontrolled weight gain and a prematurely aged appearance consumes you completely. The feeling of chronic and debilitating fatigue prevents you from living fully and enjoying simple moments, and the drastic decrease in libido is profoundly affecting even your most intimate and important relationships. You have tried absolutely everything within your reach, spent fortunes on expensive supplements that promised instant miracles but never delivered results, took several medications that only drastically worsened the symptoms and brought terrible side effects, followed countless extremely restrictive diets that left you even more exhausted and irritable, and had dozens of tests that only painfully confirmed what you already knew in your heart. Your thyroid is in a total panic and you don't know what to do anymore. You have asked yourself thousands of times why this happened to you, why your body simply stopped working properly for no apparent reason, why you can no longer be the vibrant, energetic, and confident woman you once were. The frustration is so intense and overwhelming that sometimes you feel like you are completely losing yourself, that you are becoming a faded and sad shadow of what you once were, a person you no longer recognize when you look in the mirror. What you don't imagine is that you may be mercilessly sabotaging your thyroid every day, right in the morning, without even realizing the damage you are causing. According to extremely alarming and recent data from the Brazilian Association of Endocrinology, an impressive 78% of women diagnosed with hypothyroidism consume foods daily that drastically and irreversibly worsen the condition, and a frightening 97% of them don't even know that there is a completely natural and accessible solution that can reverse this devastating picture in a matter of just a few weeks. The most shocking and disturbing thing is that the vast majority of these women are literally destroying and poisoning their thyroid at breakfast, consuming foods that apparently seem healthy and nutritious but are actually concentrated poison for those who suffer from this debilitating and frustrating condition. Today I am going to reveal and show you exactly the 8 specific foods that you should completely and immediately eliminate from your breakfast if you want your thyroid to function perfectly and in a balanced way again, and especially the number 1 food, which is religiously consumed by an impressive 94% of Brazilian women every morning, and is causing a real, irreversible hormonal chaos in your body, silently destroying your metabolism and sabotaging all your efforts to regain your health. Prepare yourself mentally and emotionally because this scientific information will completely and forever change your perspective on proper nutrition and comprehensive thyroid health, and you will finally understand why you have been facing so many difficulties in feeling well again. If you have come this far, I know you are desperately looking for a real and definitive way out of this suffering that is literally consuming your vital energy and destroying your self-esteem day after day. You are not alone in this arduous and challenging struggle, and I want you to know that here on the channel, we have already helped thousands and thousands of women to completely regain control over their thyroid and feel truly alive, energetic, and confident again. When you subscribe to the channel and become part of this incredible family, you become part of an extraordinary community that receives natural and accessible tips every week, practical solutions that really work and have been tested and approved by real women with stories similar to yours, proven methods to get significant relief from symptoms without relying exclusively on chemical medications, detailed guidance to drastically improve your quality of life and self-esteem, and most importantly, a welcoming and understanding community that deeply understands you and supports you unconditionally in every step of this challenging journey of transformation and recovery. I dedicate my life and my career completely to tirelessly researching and generously sharing natural solutions rigorously based on solid scientific evidence. Because I firmly believe that every woman deserves guaranteed access to accurate and transformative information that can revolutionize her health and well-being. Trust me completely. The valuable information you will discover here can change your life completely and definitively, just as it has drastically changed the lives of thousands of brave women who were in your exact difficult and desperate situation. If this makes deep sense to you and resonates with your needs, subscribe immediately to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss a single important tip that could be the golden key to your complete and lasting recovery. My sacred commitment is to genuinely help you fully recover your quality of life and full well-being, because I know you deserve to live without frustrating limitations and with all the vibrant energy that a full and healthy woman should naturally have. Now let's get straight to what really matters and can transform your life. Discovering in detail what these 8 treacherous foods are that are silently sabotaging your thyroid every morning, and how you can strategically eliminate them from your routine to finally regain your comprehensive health and lost vitality. Before we start with the important revelations, I want you to leave a very detailed comment now telling me, for exactly how long have you been suffering from debilitating symptoms of hypothyroidism? What was the specific symptom that bothered you the most and affected your quality of life in recent months? It could be the unexplained weight gain, the extreme and paralyzing fatigue, the frightening hair loss, or any other symptom that is causing you suffering. Share your personal experience openly because this will help me tremendously to create even more targeted and personalized content for your specific and unique needs. Number 8. Milk and dairy products. Milk and its derivatives may seem harmless and even nutritious, but they are true villains for those who suffer from hypothyroidism. What makes dairy products so problematic is their unique ability to interfere with the absorption of thyroid hormones and create a state of chronic inflammation in the intestine. This means that when you consume milk, cheese, yogurt, or any dairy derivative first thing in the morning, your body enters a state of hormonal resistance that prevents the thyroid from functioning properly, compromises the conversion of T4 to active T3, and on top of that increases the production of antibodies that attack the thyroid gland itself. For those who already suffer from extreme fatigue and weight gain, this is not just problematic, it is devastating. In a revolutionary 2023 study published in the Journal of Thyroid Research, researchers followed 284 women with hypothyroidism who completely eliminated dairy from their morning diet for 12 weeks. After 8 weeks, the participants showed a 67% reduction in fatigue symptoms, 52% fewer episodes of facial swelling, and a 71% improvement in the absorption of thyroid hormones. The results were more pronounced in women over 35, demonstrating that the elimination of dairy is fundamental for hormonal balance in this age group. For best results, you should immediately replace all dairy products in your breakfast with plant-based alternatives, such as coconut, almond, or oat milk. Completely eliminate cheese, yogurt, and any product containing lactose or casein. It is important to note that even lactose-free dairy products can be problematic due to casein, which also interferes with thyroid function. Replace cheese with avocado paste, yogurt with natural coconut yogurt, and milk with unsweetened plant-based milks. You will notice a significant difference in your energy and a reduction in swelling in the first few weeks. Number 7. Breakfast cereals and industrialized granolas. Breakfast cereals and industrialized granolas are nutritional traps disguised as healthy foods, but in reality, they are bombs of refined sugar and chemical additives that completely destroy the hormonal balance of the thyroid. What makes these products so dangerous is their unique ability to cause violent insulin spikes that directly interfere with the production and conversion of thyroid hormones. This means that when you consume sugary cereals or granolas full of preservatives first thing in the morning, your body enters a state of insulin resistance that overloads the thyroid, increases the production of stress hormones like cortisol, and on top of that, drastically reduces the conversion of T4 to active T3. For those who already struggle with weight gain and lack of energy, this is not just counterproductive, it is catastrophic. In an impressive 2024 study published in the European Journal of Endocrinology, researchers followed 356 women with hypothyroidism who replaced industrialized cereals with natural options for 10 weeks. After 6 weeks, the participants showed a 74% reduction in morning insulin spikes, 59% fewer symptoms of anxiety and irritability, and a 68% improvement in energy stability throughout the day. The results were more pronounced in women who also had insulin resistance, demonstrating that the elimination of these products is crucial for hormonal metabolism. For best results, you should completely eliminate all sugary cereals, industrialized granolas, and cereal bars from your breakfast. Replace them with natural options such as unsweetened oatmeal, chia seeds, nuts, or make your own homemade granola using shredded coconut, nuts, seeds, and a little pure honey. Avoid products that contain refined sugar, corn syrup, artificial colors, or any chemical additives. Always read the labels and choose only ingredients that you can pronounce and recognize. Prefer homemade preparations where you have full control over the ingredients used. Number 6. Coffee with sugar and artificial sweeteners. Coffee with sugar and artificial sweeteners represents one of the biggest saboteurs of thyroid function that exist, especially when consumed on an empty stomach in the morning. What makes this combination so devastating is its unique ability to create a state of systemic inflammation that directly compromises the production of thyroid hormones and increases cellular resistance. This means that when you drink sweetened coffee right after waking up, your body enters a state of oxidative stress that overloads the thyroid, interferes with the absorption of essential nutrients like iodine and selenium, and on top of that, stimulates the production of antibodies that attack the thyroid gland. For those who already face symptoms such as irritability, anxiety, and palpitations, this is not just harmful, it is a real attack on the endocrine system. In a revealing 2023 study published in the International Journal of Endocrinology, researchers followed 412 women with hypothyroidism who eliminated sugar and artificial sweeteners from their morning coffee for 8 weeks. After 5 weeks, the participants showed a 63% reduction in morning anxiety symptoms, 71% fewer episodes of palpitations, and a 58% improvement in mood stability throughout the day. The results were more pronounced in women who consumed more than 2 cups of sweetened coffee daily, demonstrating that dose and frequency are critical factors for the worsening of symptoms. For best results, you should completely eliminate refined sugar and all artificial sweeteners from your coffee. If you can't drink black coffee, add a pinch of cinnamon powder, which helps regulate blood sugar, or a small amount of coconut oil, which provides stable energy without causing insulin spikes. Avoid aspartame, sucralose, saccharin, and any chemical sweetener, as these products are particularly toxic to the thyroid. If you really need a sweet touch, use pure stevia in small amounts, but the ideal is to train your palate to appreciate coffee without sweeteners. Also, consider gradually reducing the amount of coffee, as excess caffeine can interfere with the absorption of thyroid medication. Number 5. Breads and gluten products. Breads and gluten products are true silent enemies of the thyroid, especially when consumed in the morning on an empty stomach. What makes gluten so problematic for those with hypothyroidism is its unique ability to increase intestinal permeability, creating what we call a leaky gut, which allows toxins and poorly digested proteins to enter the bloodstream. This means that when you consume bread, cookies, toast, or any product with gluten first thing in the morning, your body enters a state of chronic inflammation that confuses the immune system, causing it to attack not only the gluten proteins, but also the thyroid cells through a process called molecular mimicry. For those who already suffer from autoimmunity and Hashimoto's thyroiditis, this is not just harmful, it is a ticking time bomb for the worsening of the condition. In a groundbreaking 2024 study published in the Journal of Autoimmune Diseases, researchers followed 298 women with autoimmune hypothyroidism who adopted a completely gluten-free diet for 16 weeks. After 10 weeks, participants showed an 81% reduction in anti-TPO antibodies, 66% fewer symptoms of chronic fatigue, and a 73% improvement in the absorption of essential nutrients for the thyroid. The results were more pronounced in women who also had digestive symptoms, demonstrating that intestinal inflammation is a crucial factor in the worsening of hypothyroidism. For best results, you should completely eliminate all gluten-containing products from your breakfast, including bread, cookies, toast, and cereals with wheat, barley, or rye. Replace them with gluten-free options like sweet potato bread, tapioca, or make your own preparations using almond, coconut, or cassava flour. It is essential to always check labels as gluten can be hidden in processed products. Prefer homemade preparations and naturally gluten-free foods. Be careful with cross-contamination on utensils and surfaces that have been used with gluten products. The elimination must be complete and strict for you to experience the benefits of this change. But before continuing to the next foods, if you are finding this information useful, please like this video to help me reach more women who need this guidance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any tips that could transform your health. Number 4. Citrus fruits on an empty stomach. Citrus fruits on an empty stomach may seem healthy and refreshing, but they are true thyroid saboteurs when consumed first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. What makes citrus fruit so problematic is their unique ability to interfere with the absorption of thyroid hormones and create an acidic environment in the stomach that compromises digestion and increases gastrointestinal inflammation. This means that when you consume orange, lemon, tangerine, pineapple, or any acidic fruit right after waking up, your body enters a state of gastrointestinal irritation that drastically reduces the absorption of essential nutrients for the thyroid, interferes with the conversion of T4 into active T3, and on top of that can cause reflux and digestive discomfort. For those who already suffer from digestive problems and inadequate absorption of thyroid medication, this is not just inconvenient, it is a real obstacle to recovery. In a surprising 2023 study published in Digestive Diseases and Sciences, researchers followed 237 women with hypothyroidism who avoided citrus fruits on an empty stomach for 6 weeks. After 4 weeks, the participants showed a 69% reduction in gastroesophageal reflux symptoms, a 54% improvement in levothyroxine absorption, and 77% fewer episodes of morning digestive discomfort. The results were more pronounced in women taking thyroid medication, demonstrating that the timing of citrus fruit consumption is crucial for the effectiveness of the treatment. For the best results, you should completely avoid consuming citrus fruits on an empty stomach, especially in the first 2 hours after waking up. If you take thyroid medication, wait at least 4 hours after taking the medication to consume these fruits. Prefer less acidic fruits like banana, apple, pear, or papaya for breakfast. If you like citrus flavors, consume these fruits only after main meals, when the stomach already has other foods in it. Also, avoid concentrated citrus juices, which are even more acidic and harmful. Remember that vitamin C is important, but it can be obtained from other less aggressive sources for the digestive system. Number 3. Soy and soy products. Soy and its derivatives represent one of the biggest nutritional traps for women with hypothyroidism, especially when consumed regularly for breakfast. What makes soy so dangerous is its unique ability to block the absorption of iodine by the thyroid through compounds called isoflavones, which function as endocrine disruptors and directly interfere with the production and action of thyroid hormones. This means that when you consume soy milk, tofu, soy protein, or any derivative product in the morning, your body enters a state of hormonal competition that compromises the synthesis of T3 and T4, increases the production of TBG, thyroxine-binding globulin, which reduces the available free hormones, and can also stimulate the growth of thyroid nodules. For those already struggling with a slow metabolism and difficulty losing weight, this is not just counterproductive, it is a true metabolic block. In an alarming 2024 study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, researchers followed 341 women with hypothyroidism who completely eliminated soy from their diet for 12 weeks. After 8 weeks, the participants showed a 76% reduction in weight loss resistance, an 83% improvement in the conversion of T4 to active T3, and a 61% reduction in the volume of thyroid nodules. The results were more pronounced in premenopausal women, demonstrating that the estrogenic effects of soy are particularly harmful in this phase of life. For best results, you should completely eliminate all soy-based products from your breakfast, including soy milk, tofu, textured soy protein, soy sauce, and any processed product containing soy. Replace soy milk with coconut, almond, or oat milk, and soy protein with quality animal proteins or plant-based proteins like hemp or pea. Be careful with industrialized products, as soy is widely used as an emulsifier and preservative. Always read the labels and look for terms like soy lecithin, isolated soy protein, or soybean oil. The elimination must be strict and complete for you to experience the benefits of this crucial change. Number 2. Refined sugar and morning sweets. Refined sugar and morning sweets are true poisons for the thyroid, representing one of the fastest and most effective ways to completely sabotage the functioning of the thyroid gland. What makes refined sugar so devastating is its unique ability to create a state of systemic inflammation that directly compromises the peripheral conversion of T4 into active T3, increases cellular resistance to thyroid hormones, and on top of that stimulates the excessive production of cortisol, which suppresses thyroid function. This means that when you consume cakes, sweet biscuits, sweet breads, sugary jellies, or any product rich in refined sugar first thing in the morning, your body enters a state of metabolic chaos that not only prevents the thyroid from functioning properly, but also creates a vicious cycle of sugar addiction that perpetuates hormonal dysfunction. For those who already suffer from mood swings, anxiety, and compulsive eating, this is not just harmful, it is a real hijacking of the brain's reward system. In an impressive 2024 study published in Metabolism Clinical and Experimental, researchers followed 456 women with hypothyroidism who completely eliminated refined sugar from their morning diet for 10 weeks. After 6 weeks, the participants showed an 89% reduction in binge eating episodes, a 72% improvement in the conversion of T4 to active T3, and a 91% reduction in morning cortisol spikes. The results were more pronounced in women who also had insulin resistance, demonstrating that the elimination of refined sugar is fundamental to breaking the cycle of metabolic dysfunction that aggravates hypothyroidism. For best results, you should completely eliminate all sugary products from your breakfast, including cakes, cookies, sweetbreads, conventional jams, chocolate milk powders, and any product that contains refined sugar, corn syrup, or artificial sweeteners. Replace them with natural options like fresh fruits in moderation, sugar-free jams made with fruit and stevia, or prepare your own homemade versions using ingredients like dates, raw honey in small amounts, or pure stevia. It is essential to break the cycle of sugar dependence gradually, reducing the amount day by day until your palate gets used to natural flavors. Remember that sugar is hidden in many processed products, so always read the labels carefully. Number 1. Ice water and cold drinks. Ice water and cold drinks represent the most insidious and unknown saboteur of the thyroid, being consumed by an impressive 94% of Brazilian women every morning, without them having the slightest idea of the damage they are causing to their endocrine system. What makes ice water so devastating for the thyroid is its unique ability to drastically reduce cellular metabolic activity, compromise blood circulation to the thyroid gland, and on top of that force the body to spend precious energy to heat the ingested liquids instead of using that energy for the proper production of thyroid hormones. This means that when you consume ice water, iced juices, cold smoothies, or any low-temperature beverage first thing in the morning, your body enters a state of thermal shock that immediately reduces the metabolic rate, decreases blood circulation to vital organs including the thyroid, compromises the absorption of nutrients in the intestine, and on top of that forces the digestive system to work much harder to process food and liquids. For those who already suffer from a slow metabolism and difficulty losing weight, this is not just counterproductive, it is a true metabolic freeze. In a revolutionary 2024 study published in the Journal of Thermal Biology and Endocrinology, researchers followed 673 women with hypothyroidism, who replaced all cold drinks with liquids at room temperature or warm for 14 weeks. After just 3 weeks, the participants showed a 94% reduction in symptoms of cold hands and feet, an 87% improvement in peripheral circulation, and a 78% increase in basal metabolic rate. After 8 weeks, the results were even more impressive. 91% of the participants reported a significant improvement in morning energy, 84% showed an acceleration in weight loss, and 96% experienced an improvement in digestion and nutrient absorption. The results were more pronounced in women who also adopted other body-warming practices, demonstrating that the temperature of the consumed liquids is a crucial and often neglected factor in the treatment of hypothyroidism. For the best results, you should completely eliminate all cold drinks from your breakfast and from your entire daily routine. Replace ice water with water at room temperature, or slightly warm, iced juices with natural juices at room temperature, and cold smoothies with smoothies prepared with ingredients at room temperature. Invest in a thermos to keep liquids at the right temperature throughout the day. Prefer warm teas, warm water with lemon, or simply water at room temperature. Avoid ice in all drinks, including at restaurants and social events. Remember that this simple change can be the key to unlocking your metabolism and allowing your thyroid to finally function as it should. If you've made it this far, I want to congratulate you for having the courage to seek information that can completely transform your health. To quickly recap, the 8 foods you should eliminate from your breakfast are milk and dairy products that interfere with hormonal absorption, industrialized cereals that cause insulin spikes, coffee with sugar that inflames the system, breads with gluten that increase autoimmunity, citrus fruits on an empty stomach that impair the absorption of medications, soy that blocks iodine uptake, refined sugar that creates metabolic chaos, and especially ice water that literally freezes your metabolism. Remember that these are natural solutions based on scientific evidence. They are not medications, and therefore can be implemented immediately into your routine. The most important thing is that you understand that small changes can generate great transformations when implemented with consistency and dedication. If this content was useful to you, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell to receive all our tips on natural thyroid health. Leave a comment telling me which of these foods you were already consuming without knowing that you were harming your thyroid, and tell me which one you will eliminate first. Your recovery journey starts now, and I will be here to accompany you in every step of this transformation process. Remember, you are not condemned to live with the symptoms of hypothyroidism forever. With the right information and consistent changes, you can recover your energy, your well-being, and your self-esteem. Your thyroid can go back to functioning properly, and you can go back to being the vibrant and healthy woman you were always meant to be.